What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Truck Talk, brought to you by me, inspired by my man Chile. Today was one of those rare days that I have decided to come to town. I had to do a little politicking, raise some funds for the Chad and Chile 2024 presidential campaign. It's just part of the job, man. But on my way down here to town, I naturally listened to a podcast, and it was a podcast with a feller named Theo Vaughn and a feller named Bernie Sanders. And my man Chili turned me on to this Theo Vaughn guy. Now, I don't know whether I like him or not. Maybe y'all can help me make up my mind. Ought I to like him or not? Theo Vaughn, I don't know, but you know, I'm not a big comedy head. Chili loves him, man. Nonetheless, maybe I had to meet him first. But he had a feller on there named Bernie Sanders. Maybe y'all heard of that fool. Well, Bernie's on there. About the conversation I listened to was all Bernie ranting about putting together a plan to have government-ran health care for us here in the United States. And he kept referencing countries like Canada. Boy, I tell you what, man, if you're referencing Canada as like an example of what you want to this country, the United States, to be like, I'll tell you what, buddy, you on the wrong track, son. I just talked to a fellow the other day that lived up in Canada. Man, been waiting 3 years to get a knee surgery. All right, I don't want nothing to do with what Canada's doing. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that much. But old Bernie, man, he kept saying, yeah, man, the government, we can come in, we can fund the federal health care system. It's going to make it so much easier on everybody. You know, he said there's a lot of people can't afford to go to the dentist and this and that. Well, look, man, if you can't afford to go to the freaking dentist, you know what you ought to do? You ought to work harder so that you can make more money to go to the dentist when your teeth are jacked up. Maybe that's what you ought to do. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe it's not maybe the answer is not that the government comes in and pays for your health care, your free health care. Guess what, man? Ain't nothing free. And let me give you a little sanity check real quick. Anytime you hear any of these politicians, and now we're moving into this election season. As a matter of fact, we slap dab in it. Anytime you hear any of these politicians, I don't care if it's Kamala Harris or Donald Trump or Bernie Sanders or any of them. Anytime you hear one that says we're going to come in as government and we're gonna fix your problems, man. We're gonna make America great again. We're gonna make your life easier. We're going to provide this service for you, that service for you. Anytime you hear a politician say that more government is going to make things better or a government program is going to make anything better, I want you to understand something. That's a freaking lie, man. That's a power grab. You understand that's how government gets power. That's how they get you under their thumb, man. So anytime you hear that, you need to take a step back and say, well, I know that's not going to work. You know, we got all kinds of examples of it. You want to see an example of government-ran health care right here in the United States? Go look at the VA. As a matter of fact, I have a clip of me trying to get treatment at a VA clinic in 2020. Maybe I'll attach it in this video. Maybe I won't. It depends on if I feel like it or not. And you'll get to see how they treated me like a freaking dog, man. You need to step back and think, any politician that's saying they're going to come in and solve my problems by increasing the role of government, you know what that tells you about that politician? That they want power, that they want to rule over you. You know what the Chad and Chili campaign is all about? It's about getting government out of your freaking way, man. That's what it's all about. So that you can make money, so that you can have a business, so that you can raise your family and your children, so that you can have a home and private property. That's what it's all about. It ain't the government's job to give you health care. It ain't the government's job to provide you housing. It ain't the government's job to buy your groceries. It ain't the government's job to raise and educate your kids, man. But they're doing that for a lot of you guys. They're doing that. That ain't their freaking job, man. What is their job? Well, Foundationally, their job is to protect the life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness of the citizens of this country, to protect our freedoms, and to make this a safe place to live. That's really about it. That's really about it. And in all honesty, we don't even really need them for that. If y'all'd get up off your fat, lazy freaking butts and get in shape and get some training, you'd be able to take care of your own mess. And I guarantee you we'd have a lot more respectful society. Nonetheless, I didn't even get to listen to the whole podcast because this feller, Bernie Sanders, was literally so stupid. I felt like I was getting stupider just by listening to him speak. And Lord knows the last thing that I need is to get stupider. But he was making me stupider by listening to him speak. And he's a daggone senator, man. The people, do y'all understand this too? The people that we have in government are the lowest common denominators of society for the most part. All right? Now, that's not the case for every single one of them. But when you look at these career politicians, and there's tons and tons of them out there, you understand they are the stupidest people on earth. And not only are they stupid, but they're evil and they're greedy. So you pair evil and freaking greedy with stupid, yeah, they need to go away, son. Hope this gives you a little bit of something to think about. And again, as we move into this season, and all these politicians are talking about how the government's going to solve the problems that you have. Well, unless they're saying we're going to solve your problems by getting out of your way, unless they're saying that, then what they're telling you is a lie. You guys get ready to vote, man. Chad and Chile 2024. Make sure you pencil my name in on the ballot there because they didn't let me get a formal spot. See, we don't take donations. We just sell t-shirts. That's what funds the whole campaign. So if you got anything out of this, go get you a hat, get you a t-shirt. Keep my man Chili in a dungeon. Catch you guys on the flip-flop. Enough said.